up? That's right. It's a fake truth moment of live broadcast. It's not really all the time. Not even really that often anymore that it is fake truth broadcast time, but that time is right now. It's actually currently happening. And it looks like the stream is healthy. We got a couple people here in the chat already. What's up, Eddie, Blessed and Delivered, and Wake Up? You guys seem cool. Um, I mean, that I feel like if I was Billy Zane, I wouldn't admit it. Um, that I probably would not say that I'm Billy Zane, but maybe I am. Right? There's always a chance. There's always like a vague chance. What's up, Reed Storm? Yeah, just lay in the cut. I mean, this has been my life for a bunch of weeks now. Just looking out this window, going to the next location. And I guess, I mean, maybe I could get some more guerrilla style reporting going on from, I don't know, my phone or something. I like to be here at home, have my keyboards, add a little production value, some scary sounds maybe. Maybe I don't want the scary sounds. Just have some piano. Maybe there's some good news. Maybe I'm just, gonna fill up some time just playing random piano chords. Would you be mad if I did? Even if you were, I guess, I mean, that's your right to be mad, but it's also my right to keep playing piano chords that you don't like, or maybe do like. Maybe the more I play them, the less annoyed you get. Or the more annoyed you get. But I don't know. I always end up circling back around to that whole free speech charade that I guess we're playing these days. This story that I want to show you guys, I'm just getting re-familiar with my whole setup here. It's good to see Reed Storm. Reed Storm. Wait, let me just pull on over to the internet here. So yeah, as you can see, stream is working. Stream is working. So, right, just as it is my right to play piano chords and your right to tune into this thing, that's sort of something to be cherished day by day, as far as I can tell, because it seems like just the case is being built also day by day. That we should not be able to do this, right? I should not be able to live stream just unfiltered, just be able to say whatever I want. Maybe I want to talk about ostriches or paint jobs or cool tires, just random things that I'm looking at here in the room. Maybe I want to tell you all about CD cases today, the occult meaning behind those CD cases. You guys know CDs, right? Do you? Do you know CDs? Right. So this is just it's nonstop, and it seems to be increasing. If ever things could just continuously increase, although maybe that's just sort of the optical illusion of this whole media swarm, that things just seem to get worse and worse and worse, even though they never actually move anywhere. So here's an absolutely terrifying story about, right, every single white van ever in the world being used for these things that CNN can say, but I'm just going to go ahead and not say these words, but you can see them on the screen. That is if you have vision. If you don't, I'm sorry. But I'm also super stoked that you're listening to my show blind. Like, how did that happen? Sorry, no offense to the blind community. You guys are obviously awesome. Where was I going with this? Yeah, right. Obviously, this is not happening in white vans. This is just some wild, crazy rumor that's being spread around Facebook. But the point of this article here is to plant that seed in your mind if it isn't already planted that you should not. You should not be allowed to just throw stories around this like crazy because this has real world effects, right? If you just say all white vans are doing the bad body parts touching each other crimes, then just that's not true, and it's fake, and you should not be able to just write whatever you want out on the Facebook, right? I guess I could start a really crazy rumor right now. That like I don't know, I'm just still just looking at stuff in front of me. Like here's a post-it, right? So what if I told you that on the back side of post-its, I'm just gonna open this. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah, see that's a post-it. You can hear on this post-it, right? They don't what's the word? Have the adhesive like to the same side every time. It alternates, like it fans out, right? Let's get deep into like some fake post-it conspiracy here. Right. So I'm just curious if you can get a picture of them like fanning out. Doesn't look like it, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. Like they're not all. They don't have all the sticky stuff at the top. Like it goes sticky stuff and then sticky stuff, and so when you pull it apart, they sort of fan out. And this is actually right like another occult symbol. Victor Schauberger, like other just generic buzzwords. And so if you see somebody that has laid these post-its out uh, on the table where you can sort of see this, um, it sort of looks like tuning forks or some sort of, periodical, uh, I think like wishbone or something. I mean, you really got to use your imagination to imagine what I'm looking at. I guess I could pull up the cam, and you could maybe try to see in this blurry image. Yeah, right. Can you see it? You can see it a little bit. It's like spread out a little bit. just, just another super high quality show for you today. I really want to bring you well thought out content here because I think that's just what people enjoy. Extremely well crafted, planned content. So right in this extremely long tangent, you see, like it should be considered dangerous. My post-it conspiracy. Did I really get to the end? When you spread it out on the table, you see somebody doing that, then they're in the club. That's just right. And the same way, if you see a white van, you know who's in that club. Neither of those things are super true, but you can leverage this story to right stop this whole thing. Stop me from just doing this mega ramble. So I really have to sort of either not go live or run all of these topics past whoever algorithm, whatever it might be, before I go to talk about stuff. Because maybe I'll talk about something that's actually maybe true. That Pantone picked simple blue, classic blue, as their most important color of the year this year for 2020. And those that are in the know that 2020 is gonna be a crazy year, right? Maybe there might be some stuff going on at the Denver airport. And so, right, I don't know where you personally are on your journey through symbolism and color theory and all of that kind of stuff, but blue is a lot of different things. Color of the sky, color of boys or other things, but another thing that it is definitely is the color of sort of Luciferian related things. So, right, this is this famous blue horse in front of the Denver airport, looking just creepy as fuck. Like, look at this dude's eyes. That's right. I guess again, I'm not going to worry too much about swearing because I marked my whole channel as not for kids because, probably not for kids. Um, and I don't know. I guess that's just more of this sort of throttling off of the YouTube area. Who knows what 2020 is actually going to look like? So I definitely want to talk about Lucifer while I still can, and how, right, maybe you see that this is interrelated. This just absolutely classic, terrifying blue horse, and related to Pantone, who has definitely some cultural influence out there in the culture, picking 2020 as the year of blue. It's at once comforting and relatable, just like Satan. Is what I'm trying to say. Do you agree? I guess we could check the comments. What's up? What's up? Other people that I didn't say hi to? Just gonna come over here real quick. Man. Random ass show. What's up, Grant Harper? I always appreciate you being a chill dude. Saying what's up. Yeah, Beyond Awake. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see. Wait, let me get the auto tune going. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Wait, I wanna. Super annoying. Wait, one more. Just being generally childish. But that's sort of the point. It's my show. I don't need to have it go any specific way or anything, right? I can talk about this random story where somebody got an automatic rifle at the Goodwill, because definitely they're trafficking weapons, and definitely a good way to traffic weapons would be to do it in like kid stuff or other sort of consumer packaging. If you were ever gonna go around trafficking weapons or bad things of any kind, you would probably use consumer materials. And that's just kind of dumb of this person to have given their assault rifle to the Goodwill. Although this doesn't even really look like it looks kind of small, like fake. I guess I don't know what an AR is supposed to look like, but this looks kind of fake. So, right, so a couple options here, because this is definitely our favorite news organization right here. This whole thing could be fake. They're just making it up, and it's just some more talk about getting these things banned. Get it away. It's bad, right? It was loaded. It was bad. We should get bad things away from us, like mean people on the internet, guns, other bad things. It should all go away. Like this dude's face. Why is this all weird looking like that? Blurred for her identity. They had to blur out her sick tats too, because those were gonna identify her. But right, in a rambling sense, you see how this is also sort of related to that previous story, where, yeah, thing that is happening is bad is presented. I mean, this is sort of clear to me. I mean, I guess I end up saying it over and over again just to make it even clearer to myself. But this is how this works. You put out a story. It doesn't really need to be true. It could be a fake gun. It could be a real gun. It could be a fake lady or a real lady. None of those points really matter. The point is having this story up at this particular time on this day, pushed at these individuals, to have the general feeling be pushed along in a different direction, and things can change very quickly like that. It's like breeding dogs or something. It's just very easy when you have this onslaught of information to get your mind changed and get it changed pretty far away, just in a matter of years. It doesn't happen overnight, but especially if you're sucking these down day in, day out, these little 3-minute morsels of just pure unadulterated truth. or whatever you want to call it, and your mind will be changed. So I mean, I guess my point would be to just continue to pull them apart, look at them from different angles, and not let yourself be just completely bald face affected by all of these things. So I'm just gonna jump back over here to our cool little image. Looks like I don't really have that centered too well, but that's just the kind of show we got, right? And so those were things that happened in the news. I I don't think anybody can the veracity of that. Sorry about those noises again. Just trying to get some B-roll out here for you, right? So I don't know. I guess I haven't really had a whole lot of time to think. I've been working real hard on IRL, real life stuff, so because I was gonna go off on some tangent about just staring out the window can really get your philosophical feelings going, but that wasn't really the case this time. I was just working like a crazy person. But I definitely have some more just sort of detailed pictures of these locations that I was in, and just my general personal observations of the strange parts of culture that just don't seem to fit right. Things that didn't seem like they were built overnight or fit in the right spot. And this is Salzburg. I think it's a really good example of just crazy architecture, art, public works that it's just really hard to fathom it all. How small the city itself is and how much work has gone into this stone, among other things. And how the city continues to function, all of these sort of older cities, especially something like Salzburg here, where we are coming towards this tunnel. Just pro camera work. Just all production elements are just firing on this show. I just really want to keep pointing that out to you guys. Production value. Where was my auto tune? But check out this like hole in the wall. Again, come on. Did you get a better shot of it? I got a good shot of Bernal Prisons. Quality shot of Bernal Prisons, which, definitely agree. So this is this gigantic hole just carved into the wall. And I really want to get a little more in depth on this, because this is just Banana Town, that they would carve straight through this with. It's hard to say, like, how did they do it? I'm sure this would have been possible, hundreds of years ago, dynamite and all that kind of stuff. But the exact carvitude that is carved into the wall is just sort of mind-boggling. And again, with all our favorite symbols, we got Medusa, snake-haired lady, a lot of esotericism in this particular town. And I don't really get up close to it on this shaky cam video, but yeah, it's sort of rough-hewn, like it's carved just directly into this. And this is a little more, this is like the parking garage path, so it's a little rougher around the edges on this. But I guess they just scraped it out. I mean, I would love to know what the official story is exactly about them scraping out these tunnels, because this apparently has been here for quite some time. This city, this stuff that's going on in this city. But I think that's for another time, when I actually have done a tiny bit of research. Now I'm just just clicking around here. Just gonna let this video roll. I'll have to see if I got some more images actually, because as you know, if you're a person that watches this show, we like to get into the entertainment world as well, because it's entertainment. Oh well, there's a sad homeless person. The homeless people in Europe are definitely more sparse, much more sparse. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. So, I don't know what you're into. I'm sort of an equal opportunity lender. I definitely want to just catch content wherever I can find it. But I just binged through this old show for whatever reason. Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's this old anime, I think from the early 2000s, late 90s. Definitely a little old school, right? And something where you would think, maybe all the symbolism that I've been catching up on and seeing in it, literally everything, it would not be in this particular genre, in this time period. Maybe it would not be there. But I guess you're guessing the same, right? You see where I'm going with this? This is definitely not the case. All of the symbolism, all of the tendencies, color theory, everything from the number symbolism to the geometric, it's all represented. It's all there. It's all the same language that I've sort of just been seeing all over the place, whether it's a giant wall carving made into Salzburg from a movie made last year to this old Japanese show. Really, it transcends all time and borders, this symbolic language. And that's really the question. How deep does it go? Is it really some vast conspiracy that everybody, that really knows their that's making the content or making the architecture, that they have had the lessons to know how to wield the triangle in just the right way, knowing when to drop that 33, that beautiful 33 into place to have just the right psychological meaning? Or are they all just sort of random moments in time, random experiences? What is the answer? But I don't know, you really get a feel for it the more sort of stuff you watch, and it just sometimes, or more often than not, really feels more too contrived to be on accident. This is just, especially when numbers come up in the show, it's just very, very obvious about. I mean, in the last episode, they say something about something getting taken over in the computer, and they literally use code 666. They literally just straight up use that code. So I'm gonna go with vast conspiracy, at least on this one. But let me know what you think in the comments. In the comments. Right, so this definitely made quite some time ago, and which makes me think that all of these vast, these tangents, these interrelations between all these TV shows and content is sort of pointing itself to either some sort of plan from the future or an actually happened past. That they're all too sort of similar, and that honestly I'm not sure if all of these people have a wild enough imagination to come up with stuff like this, these ideas of a city under the earth, this idea, right, that has been pushing us in this direction for quite some time, this idea of conservation and banding together with the UN to fight the alien bad guys, but they're called angels in this show. It's I mean, there's a lot of religious symbolism and a bunch of German as well. go off on major tangents on the show, but I just really wanted to quickly run through just so you can see that, the symbolism is alive no matter where you look. And you got to watch your confirmation bias, but then you also got to notice when there's a pyramid and an inverted pyramid and the meaning behind pyramids, and as well as inverted pyramids, inversions. You see a lot of crosses and inverted crosses in the show as well. I'm not sure if I got a screenshot. And obviously my favorite, really just my favorite shape in general at this point, the hexagon. Just killing it on the hexagon fronts. Neogenesis is definitely killing it. Non-stop hexagons, I really only have sort of a fraction here from a couple episodes to offer to you, but it is sort of aggressive in this show. Often being used, or always being used for those same things that we love to talk about: the hive, the protecting barrier, they talk about this like sort of force field a lot in this show, the AT field, and again, as with Star Trek and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you just learn to read the tea leaves. The hexagon appears again as a protective sort of magical device. Or in this picture, I guess just sort of showing a map. It's just a map. Nothing too harmful there, right? Couldn't be too harmful. I like this because you'd have to actually watch the images, and I'm not going to attempt copyright there with that, but he's holding up this hexagon, and then a hexagon is revealed. Obviously, the doors they walk through should be hexagons. That is perfectly logical. And so, I'll just let this sit here. Can you see what I'm trying to point out here? Can you see the 30s? It's right. It's not 303. Missiles. It really almost seems like painted on at times. Just like, oh damn, we gotta get another 33 in there. Yeah, can we just put it on the missiles when they're shooting in that other frame? Yeah, okay, that'll cover that for the next I don't know, 20 minutes or something. It's almost like they're running on concurrent cycles or timing belts or something. It's like every 3-4 minutes they gotta show a 33, and every 7 minutes they gotta pull some of these hexagons out. Just, there's a hexagon of a hexagon. It's a hexagon created hexagon. And they use this a lot with losing control or their grid, basically. It's same old thing, mixed in with just random shots of the sun. I guess no hexagons here. I guess I wanted to draw attention to this interesting, just sort of beam back and forth. I know I've seen different things with the same camera. Not really sure. Right, and now we're just sort of getting towards the end here. Here's a ghoul plane. I just thought it was flying really slow. Look how slow it's flying. It's weird. Those birds are just way faster than that plane. I thought that was strange. And with that, I'm probably gonna head out of here because I'm heading towards that 33 mark myself. But it's great to see you guys. CJ Blaze in the house. What is up? Gillian Sheehan. Wake Up says the snowflake is a triangle with an inverted triangle. I'm down with that. That makes sense to me. And I'd have to agree with what's her name from the show that this is ridiculous. It's definitely ridiculous. But that's the kind of thing that we got going on here. So I'm just gonna let this cool image ride as we get into the final phase of our broadcast here. Because I think you gotta embrace that ridiculousness. Just embrace it. Real quick before I go, I mean, I feel like I was looking at this picture. I was like, I gotta point this out. I took this picture for a reason, right? Right. So you see, they're both here. They're cool. We like this guy. We like this girl. These are like main characters. They're drinking some beers. One guy has got the green beer, right? We agree with him. She's got the red beer. She's mad. She's getting angry at stuff. She's yelling. She's saying things are ridiculous, right? But he's cool. We understand him. We appreciate. We feel like we know this guy, right? The green is a good. But I didn't, right? Did you see that at first? Like, kind of snuck up on me. Kind of snuck up on me. Take it easy, guys. Keep it real. I'm gonna smash that. Stop streaming button. Goodbye.